Here I am, walking down the road piece. I want to talk about something that I take pretty seriously. You know, I'm walking down the this is considered a highway. You only go like 45 miles per hour or something on this, but they call it a highway. But there's a lot of faggots and like I mean homosexuals. Now I don't have anything against gay people. I mean, I've got my personal beliefs. I don't believe in it. I believe it's wrong. But I'm talking about people like in the closet, like not like young kids, you know what I mean, like they're scared or something like that, but I'm talking about like dudes that are like 40 years old, they're married and they got a couple kids and they're a faggot on the side. They suck dick. I have something against those people, but here's something that happened to me quite a couple weeks ago. I was walking down the same road here on the other side, and I went and I got over there, you know, by this park. This is a park right here. You see this park? Anyways, I was walking down here, and you see where that truck's parked right there. As I was right about over there, this guy pulls over close to me, rolls down his window and asks me if I want to ride. Now he's in some, I don't know the make of the car, a nice car, maybe like a Land Rover or something. Anyways, he rolls down the window and he's in a nice suit and tie. And anyways, I get in. He asked me if I want to ride. I say, yeah, sure. He says, where are you going? I said, just right up here to the gas station. You know, I was going down there to get some dip, just like I am today. And let me go down here so it's not as loud with all these cars so I can tell the story. But anyways, I get in the car and immediately, like, he asked me some question, you know, like, hey, I forget what it was, like, how you doing or something, blah, blah, blah. But he looks down, up and down my chest, like, signaling me, you know what I mean? And I know what he was thinking. Because I'm like a young man and I'm walking down the side of the road, probably thinks I'm poor. Or he thinks I'm down and out, you know what I mean? Nice view right here. But he probably thinks that I'm like down and out and willing to do some nasty shit for some money. And like, he doesn't look like a gay, like he doesn't look like some flamboyant dude or whatever. But anyways, I seen that in his eye, like the way he looked down my chest and up, like, you know what I mean? And anyways, he asked me some question and I gave him like a short answer, you know what I mean? And there's like, you know, letting him know like I ain't interested in none of that shit. And there was a bit of an awkward silence. But anyways, after that little awkward silence, like I knew, you know what I know? I mean, I know what I know. Like I've been in enough like situations, like I've been around the block a few times. Like I know when somebody's trying to put the make on you, you know what I mean? Dudes, chicks, this, that, and the other and whatnot. But anyways, before he got to where he was gonna let me off, like, we go to, he sits down, or, shit, got these here rocks and whatnot. But he gets to, like I said, there's an awkward silence, you know what I mean? Because he knew, like, right away, like, I let him know without telling him, like, I'm not going to be interested in any of that shit you're probably, you know what I mean? But then he starts going on about how he's on his way to church and he's a pastor of this church and all that, you know what I mean? Nice view back there. But yeah, that kind of thing makes me sick. Like, he's probably out there, you know what I mean? I'm 30 years old, but I look a lot younger than I actually am. And he's probably he's just some nasty faggot. Like, he's probably going out and fucking young kids, probably fucking, you know, teenagers, underage boys and whatnot. And he's probably sucking dick and getting fucked in the ass and all that kind of stuff. And he's probably going home to his wife, you know. Just a disgusting human being. I'm sorry, like, I know it's not right to judge. You know what I mean? Like, I've done some bad things and, you know, and, like, nothing like that. But, like, I ain't never been sexually attracted to another man or anything. And, but, you know, I've fornicated before. You know, all sin. See, a lot of people, here's what I think. I'm talking about sin. Everybody says all sin is equal. See, I haven't read a lot of the Bible. I know a lot of the Bible by heart. But a lot of people say, like, all sin is equal. I don't know if they got that right. See, all sin merits death, right? The wages of sin is death. All sin merits death. Now, that's true. All sin is the minimum punishment, you know, God in his righteousness of sin is death. It's all worthy of death. But I do believe, and I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, some sins are worse than the others, like homosexuality, abusers of themselves with mankind. Like, I think that's up there. I don't know. You know, I know a lot of the Bible by heart because a lot of relatives and whatnot used to preach to me when I was a kid, you know, scripture, King James Version. But yeah, I think people got it twisted. You know, I could be wrong. Like I said, I've got a lot to do. I got a lot of the Bible that I need to start reading. But I'm willing to bet not all sin is the same. All of it is equally, all of it, one little lie, I mean, you deserve to end up in hell for lying. But I believe it also says, and I could be wrong, there's different degrees of hell. Like Satan's going to inherit, I mean, you're all suspended and whatnot, bound. But I believe Satan is going to be in a part of hell that's a lot more hot than, you know, some unbeliever that lived good, except he lived like what we would say is a good enough life, but he just didn't have his sins covered by Jesus. Like somebody who's, you know, didn't do too much bad, but just didn't have Jesus. Satan's going to be in a lot of, and I believe homosexuals are going to be, and you know, that's just sick. Like, some dude that's married and some pastor of some church got the hots for guys. Like, man, one or the other. Like, quit being such a fucking fag. Really? Yeah. Anyways, that's my thoughts.